एक बड़ा लॉन्च मारुति सुजुकी के लिए और इस खबर पर ज़्यादा जानकारी प्लस कंपनी के फ्यूचर के बारे में बात करने के लिए वी हैव MD and CEO Mr. Ayukawa. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. Just one thing which we noticed while this launch that you paid too much attention on the tech, on the safety aspects. Has your strategy, has your outlook for Indian customers changed in recent times?
Yeah, of course. We are looking at carefully study the market demand and the customer preference. Based on that, we are preparing a new model development. This one that we first one that launched in 2015, already 7 years has passed. Unfortunately, during last 2 years, that due to COVID, some development work that stopped, and that's why the little bit delay. But we are lucky to this today we can launch this model. And based on that customer preference and the demand, we adding some feature, as you say. That I believe that we can satisfy the customer demand due to this product.
During the presentation, we also heard about the data, which says that premium hatchback segment was the biggest last year. But the perception is mostly SUVs. What is the data and how do you
Of course,
justify this?
SUV demand becomes bigger. We know that. And also, some people say Maruti is a little behind the development of SUV. Already we are starting a few years back that we're developing. Sooner or later, a new product coming in the market.
And with this hatchback, we also heard about your plans for the SUVs. So when are we going to see those SUVs? When are we going to see products from Toyota coming into under Maruti's badging?
Oh, that kind of global alliance with Toyota Group, Suzuki and the Toyota alliance that we are, I think it's smoothly moving. If we can opportunity to receive some model from them, that is good for us.
And when should we expect that? Many customers are waiting for smaller SUVs from Maruti Suzuki.
I think it's already those kind of development ongoing. Sooner or later we can announce that some model for market.
And one thing which we talked about recently, and after pandemic, I guess the whole conversation about safety has grown a lot. And recently we heard the minister also talking about safety ratings, which can be used as a marketing tool. So you think that Indian customers, their perception about safety has changed, and do you think Maruti will or Maruti Suzuki will still consider NCAP to be an outside agency and they will not send for rating, crash testing, etc.?
Of course, because of any model we have to develop, we are on the developing stage. We checking that crash test, etc. That is absolutely. But in order to developing those kind of product, it takes time. It is not easy to today the announce and tomorrow that we can prepare. Yeah? It takes time, 2 years, 3 years, something. We receive if we all OEMs same. If they have some good enough that prepare in time, we can matching all requirement. But safety is a very sensitive issue. We have to carefully handle it. And of course, in order to reducing a traffic accident, in order to fatal accident in the traffic, it is very, very important. We agree that and we respect that kind of view. How we collaborate that, we have to discuss it with the government carefully.
All right, and 2 questions about future, product, the way market is moving. One is obviously flex engines. How's the progress on flex engines? And second, electric vehicles. What are your thoughts on that? Last time we discussed, it was 2025. You were expecting EVs from.
Yeah, I think that first is the EV. We already announced that by 2025 we launched the vehicle. That plan is still going on. That we can preparing it to matching, keeping the schedule. Everything going on schedule. And the flex fuel, of course, I believe and I respect that government decision. We try to contribute to that due to the reducing the oil import. India is very, very important. Also, environment friendly point of view, flex is very contributive. We are already starting a study and preparing those kind of engine.
तो हो गया है लॉन्च इवेंट खत्म और एपिसोड भी। यहाँ पे जो गाड़ियाँ और जो जानकारियाँ हम लेकर आए थे उनके बारे में आप क्या सोचते हैं? कोई शिकायत, कोई फरमाइश, कोई कमेंट प्लीज़ सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स टाइम ड्राइव के सभी आपके स्क्रीन पर हैं। फिलहाल हमारी पूरी टीम को दीजिए इजाज़त। बाय बाय, ड्राइव सेफली।